What's cracking, everybody? It's Wakeangel2001 coming at you with another r/Wakeangel2001 video. Hey, do you guys like seeing me respond just to my own Reddit thread? I kind of feel like this way I'm not stepping on anyone else's toes, but does anybody want to see me react to some other stuff from Reddit? Or maybe I can go and just, do a random Google search and react to the images that come up from that. I don't know. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you want to see me react to some other stuff besides my own Reddit thread. So we're starting off with, did a little drawing of Angel and Demon. Haven't drawn traditionally in a while, so I'm a bit rusty. Oh, come on, Slim Cognito, you're not rusty. Oh, look, a little small Angel and Demon there. Demon has a little gas mask on and a tiny little yandere knife. Oh, look at that, it's so cute. There's nothing rusty there at all. I hope the knife's not rusty. Yeah, it's so cute. They're so small. I want to hug them. They're small. Yes. Yeah, no, Sun Cognito, there's absolutely nothing wrong with anything you did here. It all looks it's just wonderful. It's wonderful. Okay. Oh, I like this one. You know, all this talk of EXE in the Reddit reminded me of something. If any Sega character should get creepypasta points, it's Wiseman the Wicked. He literally does the whole hyper-realistic eyes trope decades before any creepypasta. And, yes, unfortunately, as a child, I never owned a Sega Saturn, so I never actually got to play Nights into Dreams. Well, I did get to play it once on a relative's Sega Saturn, but I only got to do it for a few minutes, so I never really gained any proficiency. But yeah, taking a look at Wiseman's model from the game, when you look up at that hand, that is literally just a JPEG of an eyeball stuck onto the low poly model from the Saturn. I know you couldn't really get a lot of complex textures back then, so, complicated stuff was usually just, literally pictures stuck on top of flat objects, but, just look at that. It's a grayscale image of an eye. I'm imagining something from a Japanese horror movie is coming out of my computer screen, Sadako or whatever that guy from The Grudge is, I know Sadako, yeah, they had a thing with her eyes, right? I mean, they had her hair cover her face, but I'm pretty sure they showed her creepy, unnatural eyes. But yeah, yeah, they should really point out the whole creepily unnatural placement of realistic human eye pictures on the colorful cartoon world full of balloon animal creatures. So yeah. Yeah, how come we're not getting any more creepypastas of that, huh? Why don't you tell me that, internet? Literally the Lord of Nightmares, and there's no creepypastas about him. Come on! Okay, and here's one that I uploaded myself. I was playing with that Pokefusion thing, and when I got Magnemite crossed with Kabutops, I got Magnetops, and that looks pretty awesome. And a little bit terrifying. I drew it myself from a perspective of, things you see seconds before you die. That's kind of awesome. Now, the thing is, I'm not really that good a colorist, so I just have the blank image on the Reddit. Anyone, feel free to download it, color it in yourself, make it look awesome if you want, or, whatever. But yeah, some robot Cyclops with giant swords for arms. Wow, that is so awesome. I kind of wish it actually was a Pokemon, or an Eggman Badnik, that looks like Slicer, the Praying Mantis Badnik from the first Sonic game. That could work. Okay, and then Sun Cognito put up another poll. He's not necessarily in support of either of these ships, but he's just curious. Sonic X Sally or Sonic X Amy? I supported Sonic X Sally. I mean, that was literally the most developed canon romance that Sonic was ever involved in. And yes, it's canon. Fight me. And yeah, the comic series that primarily focused on that ship lasted over 20 years, and it actually got as far as Sonic getting married and having a couple of kids in 2 alternate realities. So yeah, that's a thing that lasted a long time, and was really good. Now, don't get me wrong, the Sonic X Amy thing is nice. I mean, we got the cute little will they, won't they thing from things like Sonic Boom, or the Quiet Admiration from the IDW, or, just the straight up insane yandere from the Sonic X anime, or even some of the video games from the early to mid 2000s when, people who were working for the writing team on Sonic didn't know how to write a sane romance, and so put Amy like one sharp object away from being the protagonist of freaking Doki Doki Literature Club or whatever some other yandere simulator is. I don't know. And then Jimmy Jackson drew the Pokefusion. Look at his version of Magnetops. I love the mouth. Like, in this way, it just outright looks like a killer robot. It's kind of awesome. Like, way to go, Jimmy Jackson. Your drawing of Magnetops is legitimately cool. Like, I could totally see this being an Eggman badnik. This looks like a boss. This actually looks like something that would come out of Sonic X, actually. Like, the aesthetic is there. I could totally see this in Sonic X. Like, it totally looks like a Sonic X robot. And then, of course, because of the schizophrenia of the Reddit thread, this just became a little thing about Pokefusions, and Slimcognito Pokefused Smeargle and Riolu. Riolu, the pre-evolution of Lucario. You know what? Yeah, I can see it. I mean, put those two Pokemon side by side. Yeah, you get the little poofy hip thing that Riolu has, and the pointy hat and the paintbrush tail of Smeargle. Given the paintbrush tail, like, you would think that Smeargle would be like my spirit animal for the Pokemon world, because it's basically like this dog-like thing that has a built-in paintbrush. Too bad that the thing sucks. I mean, I know, he has this sketch move, which technically means he can learn any technique, as long as it doesn't fail, but, it doesn't evolve into anything, and its stats are horrible, so, it's a Pokedex filler to me. I mean, you tell me some really cool strategic way that you can make a Smeargle work, and I will listen, but I think being fused with Riolu here, so that he looks a little bit cuter than normal. I think that's all we got going. But yeah. Then another question about shipping. What do you guys think of Sonic and Tangle? For a second, I thought that they were trying to ship Sonic with me, because I know people always misspell Angel as Angle. So when I saw Sonic Princess carrying Tangle the lemur there, I'm like, oh, thank God. So, what do you guys think? I know when Tangle was first announced, people thought that she'd be a replacement for Sally, but she totally didn't work out that way in the comic. And from what I understand, there's a heck of a lot more people that are shipping her with Whisper, because it's 2021 and everybody gay. Actually, I'm not gonna judge. I do not read any sapphic interactions between Tangle and Whisper whatsoever, and yeah, you guys all know that I'm completely full of crap right now. But yeah, however the ships want to go, what do you guys think? Do you think that Sonic and Tangle is a legitimate ship, or do you just think that that they're just not the thing? I love Tangle. Tangle is one of my favorite characters to play as in Sonic Force's Speed Battle. She's actually one of my favorite characters in the comic, because she is just so darn upbeat and wholesome, and I love it. When you get to be my age, you actually find yourself gravitating more towards the wholesome characters. Like, I love Bob's Burgers and Great North, and I hate American Dad. That is what I have become. I am Wakeangel2001, wholesome man in his mid-30s. So yeah, that's about as much as you're going to get from me. And then apparently this is a cross-post official Nibrock Rock design. So this is a apparently a post from Nibrock Rock. He is a 3D modeler on DeviantArt, and I do believe that I used a 3D model of his Whisper. Like when I made the 3D print for the Whisper custom, like her gloves, her unmasked head, her ponytail, all of that was based off of models made by Nibrock Rock. Am I right? Was it Nibrock Rock or Rafa Knight? I'm not actually sure now. Hold on, I'm actually going to pause this and I'm going to look it up so that I know what I'm talking about here. Yeah, it is Nibrock Rock. I 3D printed his model of Whisper's head to get the unmasked head, and I used her gloves and her tail and her ponytail. All of that stuff was based off of Nibrock Rock's model. I did use the official in-game models from Sonic Forces Speed Battle to make her masked head and her boots, because Nibrock's boots were a little bit too small, proportionally speaking. But yes, I did use parts of Nibrock Rock's fan-made model to make my Whisper custom, so that is a thing. So yeah, it's actually cool to see that Nibrock actually designed his own toy. Apparently, like that's it looks to be some kind of is that a controller holster? I think that's what that is. I have completely lost the thread. I have failed you all. I accidentally just completely destroyed the flow of this entire video. I have failed. I should go into voluntary exile now because of how terrible I am. Oh, I found it. But yeah. So yeah, it's a Sonic the Hedgehog controller holder. Apparently, Nibrock designed this this little Sonic thing that is designed to hold onto your game controller, and he is in the store buying it himself, or at least he's holding up one that is for sale, and I have totally seen this on store shelves. I mean, I haven't actually bought one because I got the I got the Ultimate Sonic figure, but it is cool to see an official product made by some dude on DeviantArt. That's really awesome. Congratulations, Nibrock. That's really cool. I sincerely wish that something that I would make would actually get adapted into a real piece of merchandise that would end up on a store shelf. I mean, like, maybe I should send my Tangle and Whisper figures to Jack Pacific, see if they'll use them as master molds to make official Tangle and Whisper action figures. I mean, a man can dream, right? But whatever. So yeah, I think we spent too much time on this one. Let's move on. But yeah, that's really awesome. Okay, so apparently Social Media Menace wants to make the Knuckles Chaotix gang. So yeah, we got the we all know Knuckles Chaotix would have Knuckles, of course, but then you'd have the OG 32-bit Chaotix that would be Vector, Charmy, Espio, and Mighty. And apparently he wants to make a Ray to go with it, even though Ray wasn't in Chaotix, but, like, he's still from that generation. And he feels that the Tomy Tails is too big, and the first 4 Tails figure is too small, and it has no articulation. Actually, no, it's not that it's too small, it has no articulation, but honestly, I think the Tomy Tails is the perfect height to be Charmy. Oh, classic Charmy. I'm sorry, I misread that. I said it out loud, but in my head, I was thinking of the other guy. I was thinking of Ray the Squirrel. Yeah, like, he would be perfect if you want to make a Ray the Squirrel custom, but I guess if you wanted to make Charmy, he would be too big. So if I was going to make a Charmy that would be in scale with the 2.5-inch figures that Jack Pacific is putting out. Oh, by the way, I just love how Amy Rose is just like comedy bonks Sonic in the back of the head for some reason. I have no idea why, but that's hilarious. I would use a Mega Construx figure, but I would make sure that the arms and legs were short. Okay, full disclosure. The torso of a Mega Construx figure is about the right size to make a Sonic figure, but they are physically shorter. So it's the head, and more importantly, the feet that make a Mega Construx figure tall enough to stand next to the 2.5-inch or 3-inch Sonic figures. So if you just make sure that you don't make the feet, like, if you make sure the arms and legs stay short enough, then you can keep it proportionally sound. Now, the hard part will be finding a Mega Construx body that's the right shape. Maybe that Patrick Star figure that I used to make Sad AM Tales that one time. But yeah, that is my approach. That's how I would approach it if I were to make a Charmy figure specifically to scale with the Jack specific 2.5-inch figures. So yeah, do with that information what you will. But yeah, good luck on doing that, bro. Yeah, I have complete faith in you. And then, business bed. I'm still thinking of this in my head. Why does the concept art of Ansem's final form in Kingdom Hearts look similar to Bizarro Sephiroth's concept art? Wakeangel replied to this. Okay. Well, if you were to make a silhouette of these two images, then yes, I would have a hard time telling the difference between the two of them. But I actually just had to phonetically read out that title because I have no idea what the freak Ansems is. Remember, guys, I've never played a Final Fantasy game, and I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game. So I don't know who these are. Like, is that some... And what the heck is Bizarro Sephiroth? Like, was that like something that they thought Sephiroth was going to look like, but they decided not to use it? Is it a different version of Sephiroth that you can fight? I got no idea. Although, looking at it, it looks like an unusually buff version of Sephiroth whose hair has just become a completely independent entity. And he's like lying there trying to escape his own gigantic mane, which has gained independent sapience. Unless it's just a JoJo stand, like, hair metal? Like, damn it, okay, going by JoJo stand names, it would have to be something that makes a reference to rock music, and also it would have to involve hair, because it seems to be attached to his hair. So anybody out there, name Sephiroth's stand. What is Sephiroth's stand in this situation? As for what that thing is, like that white thing, like, is that supposed to be Sephiroth's hair? Why does he have a hood ornament? Like, that looks like an angel hood ornament. And what's that thing below his waist? That don't look right. It looks like a bug part. I don't know what I'm looking at here. And, like, I see what looks like a hugely buff Leinfeldian shoulder, but instead of an arm, it has what looks like a feathery wing, and that's just not how any anatomy works. Like, I don't know what I'm looking at. What is this? I don't know. Which one is the abandoned concept art? Which one is from Kingdom Hearts? I don't know. I don't know these references. So yeah. Business bed, that's my response. I don't know what the heck you're talking about. Actually, I found that there was like an amusing comment here. Oh yes, nobody, not a single soul. But Business bed is like, OMG guys, this guy looks like a Final Fantasy character. This also looks like it will be in a Sonic game. Sonic X Final Fantasy. Make it happen, Second Square. I kind of love that meme. That whole, like, nobody says this, but then this one guy says it. And, like, whoa. I like that. That's, I may be an old fogey that doesn't even recognize, characters from Final Fantasy, which, considering the fact that it is from my time, I really should, but, you know, like, we're not familiar with all pop culture just because it happens to be from the decade that we lived in. So... But even I recognize that meme format, so yay. I am amused. I am endlessly amused. I have the power of God and anime on my side. Okay. I'm done. This is Wakeangel2001 signing off.